We start with the 1 hour chart. Okay. If we refer to our analysis, we mentioned that we will get the correction here in my last video because we have been looking for this correction, and we mentioned what we have here may it can repeat. This is what we get. That's why we put this one in relative to this. Even my last video explained one of the possibility. Okay. Now we want to see what's the next and how we can get the trade. And what we have here, can we expect the price drop one more? Okay. In this case, first we start with the weekly chart. Okay. Based on weekly chart, we have nothing. The only thing is we want to see whether the price can continue and break this top or not. Okay. Anyway, we have nothing to talk. And if I move to daily chart, the only thing is we can see this correction, how it's forming, whether it can continue similar to what we have here. And if I move to forward chart, okay. First of all, based on forward chart, when the price was within this range, we mentioned when the price come to this level, 1.6, that's why I put this. We can expect the correction, the price to correct. This is what we get. And even in my last video, when we compare this one to each other, we see we had a divergence. Okay, exactly here and as well here. That's why I mentioned we can expect the correction, but we are not looking for the reversal. Okay, now what we have and what we're looking for, as I mentioned, based on 1 hour chart, we have this correction in relative to this and this. We're looking for the running flat for the continuation. Now the only question is how deep this one can go before we get the up move. Okay, that's mean we have to look for buy setup. Even this one can continue and deeper, even retest this low before we get the buy setup. Okay, the only thing is how deep this one can go. All right, now if you move to 1 hour chart. Okay, as we can see based on 1 hour chart, just now I mentioned maybe this one can give one more down. When I say one more down, what I expect the price sharply and break this one. If this happen, then any buy from there we can take it. Okay, we need to look for buy setup because if the price break this low, we need to see how deep this one can go. Okay, then any buy from there we will take it. But first we need to see how this corrective can be, whether this one can continue a bit higher, yes. And also the possibility this one can continue in terms of the corrective to retest this high. But in that case, we cannot get any buy setup from there. Okay, but if this one again drop, then it can give us a better trade setup. We were looking for buy. But how about if the price continue from here without giving us a one more drop? All right, that means if we see the prices start to correct similar to what I have show here, what I draw here, then from there we can look for buy. All right, but the best thing is let the price to drop. Then from there we look for buy. Okay, but right now we don't have any trade setup. And if I move to 1 hour chart, we can see here, even based on 1 hour chart, I explained maybe this one can continue a bit higher. Okay, and because right now we cannot confirm with this one can give us a trade setup, as I mentioned, based on 1 hour chart. If this one change and give a correction similar to what I draw here, buy correction, then we can look for buy. Rather than that, we cannot. Okay, if this one moves similar to what I draw here, we cannot look for buy. And the best thing is let it drop, then from there we look for buy. It depends how this one can form anyway. And if I move to 1 hour chart, okay, we don't have any trade setup. The only thing is whether this one can give us one more drop before we get the buy or not. Okay, anyway, we just follow the chart. And if I see any confirmation with the buy setup, then we will share on YouTube. And can we expect the one more thing I need to highlight? Can we expect the price? How about if the price sharply reverse from here? Then it depends whether the traders they can get based on lower time frame any trade setup within this range or not. Okay, if I move to lower time frame, 15-minute, I don't think we can get a good trade setup unless within this range we get a really sharp move with the flag. Then we can consider. But if we get this kind of the situation, any buy when the price comes to this top, you have to uh, manage the trade. Okay, by the way, again I mentioned the best option is if the price drop one more, then from there we take the trade. It can give us a better confirmation for the buy. Okay, anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, then I will share. Thanks.